And hello, everybody. Welcome into tonight's broadcast as the NFL playoffs roll on. Wild Card Weekend has not disappointed, and the fifth game of the weekend takes place at Arrowhead Stadium. 76,000 fans on hand in Kansas City, Missouri, as the Kansas City Chiefs, the 2 seed in the AFC, host the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 7 seed in the AFC, who barely squeaked into the playoffs, but are here nonetheless, where anything can happen. The Chiefs, the heavy favorites coming into this one. But as I mentioned, the NFL playoffs, unpredictable as it gets, anything can happen. And let's see how this one plays out on this Sunday night, the final game of the AFC Wild Card Round. The two other games in the AFC Wild Card Round took place yesterday, which I'll touch on later. And so after this game, we will know the AFC divisional round matchups. In big news for Pittsburgh, Juju Smith-Schuster returns for the Steelers. He's been out for a majority of the season, and originally it was anticipated that he would be out for the entirety of the season, no matter how far Pittsburgh went in the playoffs if they got there. But the recovery quicker than expected, and here is Juju Smith-Schuster back, returning to the field just when the Steelers need him. Priest Holmes, who was a Chiefs running back just as recent as a decade ago, banging the drama tradition in Kansas City. And this crowd is fired up. A chilly night, but it should be a fun one. Thank you, John, for tuning in. Great to see you, man. And I hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. Harrison Butker will kick off for Kansas City. 93 kickoffs this season. 31 of them have been returned. Opponent average start at their own 24. Ray McLeod back to return. He's returned 35 kicks with an average return of 22.2 yards. All right, let's get this one started, folks. As Butker will kick it off from the 35. Pittsburgh start with the ball. And off we go. A line drive kick into the end zone, and McLeod will leave it. That will be a touchback. Pittsburgh, a 9-7-1 record. Kansas City, 12-5. As we take a look at the Steelers' offensive lineup, Ben Roethlisberger, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Pat Freiermuth, Zach Gentry, Dan Moore, as well as John Leglu, J.C. Hassenauer, Trey Turner, Chukwuma Okorafor. So that's how the offense looks like for Pittsburgh as we are ready for the first play from scrimmage. The drive starts from the 25 for the Steelers. As I'll get the scoreboard going. There we are. Steelers will hand it off, and right away, it's a run to the right side, just about a 2-yard gain for Najee Harris. The tackle there by Thornhill. Well, Ben Roethlisberger in 2021, 64 completion percentage, 3,740 yards, 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and an 86.8 rating. Yeah, John, Cowboys came up short. What a game that was. That was an incredible game, really, and the ending was just super dramatic. That was a great game, and the Cowboys disappoint again, year after year. Same old story with Dallas. And good for the Niners getting the road win, as that carry will get Harris nowhere. He was met right away by Kansas City's defensive line. Anthony Hitchens made the play. Melvin Ingram, Chris Jones, Jerron Reed, as well as Frank Clark, Nick Bolton, Anthony Hitchens, Willie Gay, Charvarius Ward, they all make up this Kansas City defense, as well as Tyrann Mathieu, of course, and L'Jarius Sneed. So that's what the Chiefs' defense looks like. You got Daniel Sorensen as well. He was the one key figure I left out on the defense, as it's 3rd and 10 for Pittsburgh. 3 receivers wide. Roethlisberger throwing for the first time, going down the sideline, but he overshot his intended receiver, and that was Deontay Johnson. 4th and 10, and Pittsburgh will go 3 and out to open up this one in inside Arrowhead Stadium. As out to punt for the Steelers is Presley Harvin. He's had 70 punts this season, a rookie, by the way, and McCole Hardman ready to return. He's had 13 returns this season for an average of 12.1 yards. And this will be Hardman returning from the 21. Tries to make a couple of moves and breaks loose from a tackle, and he's still on his feet all the way to the 41-yard line goes McCole Hardman. And with 13-17 left in the opening quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs will start in nice field position. Look at the offense. Patrick Mahomes, Darrell Williams, Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, as I mentioned, as well as Travis Kelce, Blake Bell, Orlando Brown, Joe Tooney, the former Patriot, as well as Creed Humphrey, the rookie, as well as Trey Smith, Andrew Wiley, all part of this Kansas City offensive unit. What's going on, Quinn? Welcome into the broadcast. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right and have recovered, if that's possible, from last night, as this is handed off in a strong run up the gut by Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon picks up 5 or 6. Patrick Mahomes, in his career against the Steelers, only played 2 games against them, but has done pretty darn well. 79 completion percentage, 584 yards, 9 touchdowns, not a single pick, and a 148.2 rating, which is almost perfect. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain by McKinnon. Quick throw out wide, but tackled right away in the backfield is Hardman. McCole Hardman taken down by Sutton, and it's a significant loss on the play for Kansas City. Yeah, Sutton had that one read from the get-go. He was all over Hardman, as it was a swing pass from Mahomes. And quite frankly, Hardman maybe would have been better off just dropping it right there. But obviously, it's instinct to make the catch. 3rd down and 8 after the 4-yard loss. Mahomes against the blitz, gets the throw off, but it's swatted down. A great breakup there, as the pass was intended for Travis Kelce, but 4th and 8 is on the way for Kansas City, as they, just like the Steelers, will go 3 and out on their opening drive. That is wonderful defending, as Tommy Townsend comes out for the punt. Ray McLeod ready to return. 37 punts this season for Townsend, 38 returns for McLeod. By the way, there with the pass breakup was Trey Norwood, as this is taken out to the 23. Nicely executed tackle by number 54, Nick Bolton. 11:57 left in the opening quarter. We're just getting started in this AFC Wild Card matchup. A couple of 3 and outs. Pittsburgh will try again on their 2nd drive of the night after the break. All right, welcome back in, everybody, in the early stages of this AFC Wild Card matchup. And no score as both teams went 3 and out. It's been all about the defenses thus far. Still early on, of course, but nonetheless, Pittsburgh will get their second drive started now as we've played 3 minutes, 3 seconds. What's going on, CG? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And we got Karam in the broadcast as well. I can only imagine how devastated you are, Karam, as that pass is a low throw and it was nearly picked off. My goodness, Ben Roethlisberger with a risky pass, and L'Jarius Sneed nearly picked it off. Yeah, that was a rough way for the Cowboys to have their season come to an end. But focusing on this game here, it's really a miracle, quite frankly, that the Pittsburgh Steelers are here in the postseason. I mean, 2 weeks ago, they had a close to 0% chance of making the playoffs, needed to win their final 2 games, which they did. They beat the Browns and then the Ravens in overtime on the final day of the season to even have a chance. And then they needed some awfully surprising results to go their way, which happened. The biggest one was Jacksonville somehow beating Indianapolis. And so, and then of course the Raiders and Chargers nearly tied last Sunday night, and that would have kicked out Pittsburgh and they wouldn't have qualified for the postseason. So they were this close over the last couple of weeks of the season to not making the playoffs, but here they are. 3rd down and 8 after the 2-yard carry. You can't blame the ref. Come on. I mean, if you're gonna run it up the middle with 10 seconds left, you can't expect anything different. I mean, you can't be blaming the ref there. I mean, he's trying his best to set the ball, which he has to do by rule, as Roethlisberger throws to the right sideline, but nobody in the area. The closest receiver to it was Pat Freiermuth, the rookie tight end, but another 3 and out it will be for the Steelers. Yeah, I just, you can't blame the ref there, in my opinion. You with no timeouts, I don't know what Prescott was doing running up the middle of the field. I mean, you just got to chuck it out of bounds at that point and give yourself a chance at a Hail Mary on the last play. But yeah, as this punt will take a bounce, Hardman will collect it at the 20 and tries to reverse Fields, but will get nowhere vertically. Tackled down to the 20 by Gilbert. Well, it's been 3 and outs, no score in a winner-go-home scenario. It's the AFC Wild Card Round. Kansas City with the football right after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Look at first quarter points scored in the regular season. The Steelers with 37, the second fewest in the NFL. The Chiefs 130, tied for the most in the NFL with Dallas. The only team that scored fewer points in the first quarter in the regular season than the Steelers was the New York Giants, which is obviously very telling. So the Steelers, a team that have struggled mightily at the beginning of games. The Chiefs, the exact opposite. This is a short pass caught in the backfield, and now taking off is McKinnon down the sideline. He goes knocked down at about the 40. That's a solid 15-yard catch and run for the running back. He was lined up behind Mahomes, and then once the ball was snapped, it was actually a play action fake, and then a screen pass, which opened the gap down the left side for McKinnon. As the ball is out now to the 40-yard line, and that marks the first down of the game. 7:15 p.m. local time start. Although this is not nearly as cold as it was in Buffalo last night. It's still a chilly one. Temperature in the high 20s as it's once again Jerick McKinnon getting involved to carry up the middle for about just over 5 minutes played in Kansas City. Now 2nd and 6. Play action. Pressure arrives. Mahomes has to get it out and throws it low and incomplete. Travis Kelce in the area, but the fact of the matter was Mahomes was trying to avoid the sack there. Chris Wormley, Montravius Adams, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Devin Bush, as well as Robert Spillane, Alex Highsmith, Joe Hayden, Terrell Edmonds, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Cameron Sutton, all making up this Pittsburgh defense. 3rd down and 6 now for the Chiefs. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And in the backfield is Williams. Mahomes drops back in the pocket, fires over the middle, catch is made, but what a tackle. That is a great tackle by Minkah Fitzpatrick, denying the receiver Mecole Hardman of a first down. And now on 4th and short, Kansas City will likely have to punt as they are still in their own half of the field. Yeah, that is brilliant tackling by Fitzpatrick. First made contact near the chest and then quickly grasped him by the foot to make sure he didn't escape. And so Tommy Townsend will now send away his second punt of the night, all ready for Kansas City. A fair catch called for and made at the 19 by Ray McLeod. 8:45 to go in the opening quarter, and we do have our first penalty of the game. Or maybe not. Nope, no flag, in fact. All right, no score. And with the ball again are the Steelers. 2 punts for each team. We've only played 6 minutes. Back with more after the break. All right, welcome back in, everybody. No score, 0-0 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. By the way, looking at the scenarios for going forward for next weekend, if Pittsburgh were to win this game, they would play Tennessee in the divisional round. If Kansas City were to win, they would take on Buffalo next week in the divisional round in what would be a rematch of last year's AFC Championship. Steelers hand it off, and taking it out to the 22 is Trey Edmonds. Matt Canada is the Steelers' offensive coordinator. And Pittsburgh trying to get some type of offensive rhythm going. Neither team has been able to do it. Steve Spagnuolo, meanwhile, is the defensive coordinator of Kansas City. 2nd down and 5 with 4 receivers lined up for the Steelers. Kalen Ballage in the backfield. The pass to the outside, caught, and a good tackle there. Brought down was Pat Freiermuth. And that'll set up 3rd and about 4. We shall see where they spot it. It was Willie Gay with the tackle for Kansas City, the linebacker with the stop, and it's actually 3rd and 2. So they mark it 2 yards shy of the first down, 3rd and manageable for Pittsburgh as we reach the midway point of quarter 1, still awaiting the breakthrough score. Pittsburgh at their own 25-yard line here. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Roethlisberger in trouble, and he's going to be thrown down for the sack. First takedown of the night, and it's Tershawn Wharton who gets the better of Roethlisberger. And the crowd at Arrowhead Stadium is loving it as Pittsburgh will suffer yet another 3 and out. I mean, Roethlisberger had no time to react. Wharton got to him in a hurry. And what's good, Adam? Welcome in. I just assumed you were Mike for a moment because that's his catchphrase. But no, I did realize you are Adam indeed. Look at this return. Hardman all the way into Pittsburgh territory. He's still in bounds down the sideline, and he's inside the 25 of the Steelers. McCole Hardman with an incredible return. And with 6.5 remaining in the quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs will be in fantastic field position. Wow. He returned this from his own 30. So that is about a 45-yard return right there from McCole Hardman. He just got to the outside, and my goodness, is he quick down the sideline. Multiple Pittsburgh players missing tackles. And he took it all the way to the 22, making a 48-yard return. Play action as Mahomes rolls right, and the pass is tipped and picked off. It's intercepted by the Steelers. And down at the 30 is the man with the interception. And I believe that might have been Joe Schobert. I will confirm that in a moment. It was TJ Watt. I can tell you that much with the tip. And this game has been absolutely nuts. And the last minute has certainly been crazy. It was Devin Bush, I beg your pardon. Devin Bush with the interception. TJ Watt, the one who was able to block that pass. It was tipped into the air. And Bush able to intercept the pass. And the Steelers take possession right back. How about it? Unbelievable. Yeah, I think so too, Adam, that the Chiefs will surely win this game, but I don't know, man. Anything can happen in playoff football as that pass is caught underneath by Deontay Johnson, who slipped. How about TJ Watt? That guy is having one heck of a season. And there he is again, making a huge impact on defense. 2nd down and 6 now after the 4-yard reception for Johnson. Yeah, and that was a laser thrown by Mahomes as well. Watt going back to the interception, able to get his hands on it. Bush with the interception. And here are Pittsburgh. Here are the Steelers offense again as this throw is out wide. Catch is made, and leaping forward for the first down is Juju Smith-Schuster. He is back, folks. Smith-Schuster, who has been out for most of the season. In fact, this marks his first game since week 5. 15 receptions for 129 yards in the first 4 games of the season. Suffered a serious injury in week 4. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, most thought that he was not going to return this season, no matter how far the Steelers went. But here he is, making an earlier return than expected in the postseason, when the Steelers could definitely use him in a game like this. It's a carry up the middle, and wrapped up on the play is Balaj. How about Najee Harris? That might have been Harris, actually. 381 total touches, most by a rookie running back since 2001. And he's had no fumbles. That's the second most touches by a running back without a fumble in a season in NFL history. That is quite remarkable. The ball protection is what's most impressive for him. As Roethlisberger will throw, but it's incomplete, off the hands of Johnson, and 3rd and 8's upcoming for Pittsburgh. Any Patriots players in the Pro Bowl? Yeah, that's a good question, Adam. Yes, I think so. Has the Pro Bowl rosters come out? They might have. I think they did. I didn't even look at them. I think there's 1 or 2 Patriots players. Yeah, the rosters were revealed actually a few weeks ago. I had to double check, but yes, I do think so. Yeah, J.C. Jackson, Matthew Judon, and Matthew Slater made it to the Pro Bowl, Adam. So yeah, 3 Patriots players. As Sean Smith is in his 4th season as an NFL referee. He's the lead official tonight. And there is our first penalty of the game, a false start on Deontay Johnson. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in, man. We got Nate in the stream as well. I bet you are very sad, Nate. That was quite an ending to that Cowboys 49ers game. Incredible, really. Look at the total yards so far in this one. 31-12 Kansas City. There has been close to no offense so far in this one. That 5-yard penalty makes it 3rd and 13 for Pittsburgh. 3 receivers wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Roethlisberger going to fire over the middle, but he overshot his receiver. Too far ahead for Smith-Schuster. The window is there, but the accuracy not so much. And Pittsburgh will send out the punting unit yet again. But yeah, Jeffrey, I did. Yep, I saw the Cowboys 49ers game. That was a great game. I mean, yeah, just an incredible game. Kind of wish I called it, but I was the PA announcer, as this punt will take a bounce sideways and Pittsburgh will down it at about the 20. I was the PA announcer for my school's basketball game, which ended right around when that 49ers Cowboys game started. So I just decided to sit home and relax and enjoy that game, and then call this game, which I'm enjoying with you guys. No, the Cowboys weren't robbed by all those flags. The Cowboys are just an undisciplined team, coached by a guy who does not know what he's doing in Mike McCarthy. I mean, I don't really feel bad for the Cowboys. They hurt themselves with all those penalties. All right, I'll be back after the quick commercial break. We're still scoreless. Kansas City with the football next. Stick around. And that's a good question, Adam. I have no idea what Prescott was doing at the end. I am right in the same boat with you, wondering the same thing. All right, we welcome you back into the broadcast, everybody. The playoffs continue tomorrow. The last wild card game will feature the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. That game in LA. I plan to at least be on the call for the first half of that game. But since I have school the next day, I don't think I'll be able to do the entire game. But yeah, looking forward to that. And then the divisional round next weekend as Mahomes fires to the sideline, catch made, and an immediate tackle from Miles Kilbrew, I believe. But yeah, as I was saying, the divisional round takes place next weekend. It'll be a doubleheader on Saturday with games at 4:30 and 8:15 Eastern time, and then another doubleheader on Sunday with games at 3 and 6:30. I'll be gone pretty much all day Saturday because I'm going to my cousin's wedding in Boston. So I don't think I know I won't be able to call any of the games on Saturday, but I'm hoping to do one of the divisional round games on Sunday. I'm waiting to see what the schedule looks like, as that's a carry for number 31, Darrell Williams. Stopped just short of the first down. Look at the Chiefs offense on third down. They're 52% this season, but they're 0 for 2 so far tonight. They have the best third down offense in the league when it comes to their conversion rate. You're trying to make Nate feel better. Yeah, fair enough, Adam. Fair enough. Good evening, Hugo. Welcome in, as that's a pass out wide, caught by Hardman, and the Chiefs have a first down. They move the chains. 2:41 to play here in the first quarter. Still a 0-0 game. Stream the wedding. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. I mean, I guess theoretically I could from my phone, but I think I'll be streaming the NFL playoff games on my phone instead. I'll be watching the playoff games on my phone while pretending to pay attention to the wedding. Don't tell anyone, though, as Adams makes the tackle there on Jerick McKinnon. Yeah, the coaching staff, the player, they've all let down Dallas. I mean, that organization, they just can't they can't perform in the playoffs. Same story every year as Mahomes is under pressure, trying to spin free, and he does so. Rolling to his left, Mahomes running out of time, and he'll just launch it into the turf on the sideline to avoid the sack. 3rd and 6 now for Kansas City. You want the wedding? All right. I mean, I can't make any promises, but we'll see. Adam says Titans will beat the Bengals. Titans Bucks Super Bowl. Interesting. All right. I mean, well, the Titans could play the Bengals technically in the next round, depending on the result of this game, or that could be the AFC Championship. It all depends on the result of this game, as we do have a penalty marker down, and our second penalty of the night. Let's see who it's on. Well, it's a false start against the offense. The penalty on rookie Trey Smith, the guard, with movement before the ball was snapped by the center, Austin Blythe. So the Chiefs move back. It's now 3rd and 11. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and it's Darrell Williams in the backfield. Mahomes stepping up in the pocket. Line drive pass caught right on the money for a first down. That's hauled in by Demarcus Robinson, his first reception of the night. And Kansas City will extend the drive. Nice 3rd and long conversion, as even Travis Kelce was helping out with the blocking. All right, Hugo. I would consider that a bit of a hot take, but we'll see. The Rams are a good team. But first, they face a quality opponent in Arizona tomorrow night, as that low throw is incomplete, dropped by the tight end Noah Gray. 2nd down and 10 inside the final minute of the quarter now. Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator of Kansas City, and of course, Andy Reid, the head coach for the Chiefs. Thoughts on Brady's game? Yeah, I wasn't able to watch. Well, I only saw a little bit of the first quarter, but then I had to leave. I was the public address announcer for my school's basketball game, so I didn't really get to see much of that Buccaneers-Eagles game at all, but it sounded like Brady played very well. I did get home for like the final 4 minutes, but it was all over at that point. Well, actually, the Eagles kind of made it interesting at the end, but not really. But yeah, I mean, Tom Brady continues to do Tom Brady things. I mean, the guy is just incredible. And we really take it for granted how good this guy is, considering his age too. And just take away age, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, which is remarkable. Yeah, he ran the show, exactly. All right, 3rd and 9. Mahomes trying to buy time. Running to his right. He's now going to sling it across the field, but it's incomplete through the hands of Byron Pringle. Well, that's a throw that Mahomes is certainly capable of making when he throws across his body and back the other way, which is very dangerous for a lot of quarterbacks, but he's so talented that he's capable of attempting those passes in a safe manner, and Pringle just couldn't quite make the catch. This is punted to Pittsburgh, and a fair catch made at about the 19 by Ray McLeod, and in fact, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes played, 45 to go, and we're scoreless through a quarter. It's been all about the defenses. A battle here between Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Welcome into the broadcast, King Adam over on Twitch. Great to see you. I'll step aside for a quick moment, but after the break, it's quarter 2 from Arrowhead. Welcome back. We are ready for the start of quarter 2 from Arrowhead Stadium on a chilly night in Kansas City, Missouri. Just about 8 o'clock local time. And still awaiting the opening score of this game. Pittsburgh trying to pull off the upset tonight as the 7th seed in the AFC, Kansas City the 2 seed, as this is a carry up the middle for a gain of about 5. And that's how Pittsburgh open up the drive. You're from the great state of Georgia, Adam. All right, very good. I have been to Atlanta once, which was a good time. So I enjoyed Atlanta when I visited. Yeah, I'm from the great state of Massachusetts. So, but I would honestly not mind being in Georgia at this time of year, where the weather is much nicer than here in New England. Oh, never mind. You just got hit by a major snowstorm. Well, I take that back. So you're experiencing some of the some of the weather we get, as that is a handoff and about a 4-yard gain. You guys got 8 inches in Georgia. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we got about 12 inches the other week, but that's like normal here in Massachusetts. I know in Georgia, you guys almost never get snow, never mind 8 inches. That's insane. 12 total yards in the first quarter for the Steelers, the fewest in any of Ben Roethlisberger's playoff appearances. And you have another one coming. My goodness, man. Yeah, that's crazy. This pass caught on the move, and Johnson has a first down. The tackle made by Mike Hughes. Steelers trying to get an offensive rhythm going. It's going to be 19 degrees tonight there. Wow, that's really cold for Georgia. Yeah, it's been in the single digits for like the last week here for the most part. Although today was a little bit warmer. Today it was like 20, but during the day. At night it sometimes gets in the negatives. But yeah, yesterday it was like a high of maybe 10, as that's handed off and run down the left side for a short gain. It didn't get above 25 today. Wow, that's very cold for Georgia. That's like what it is here all winter long though, which is pretty miserable. But I bet you guys are just not used to that at all. Yeah, Adam, freak weather events do seem the norm now. It's quite strange. No, Jeffrey, I do not have school tomorrow. Nope, tomorrow is a holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so no school tomorrow, as that's run up the middle by Najee Harris. Yeah, exactly. It's usually in the 60s in Georgia at this time of year. That's the type of weather I want to go enjoy right now. It's been like 10 degrees the last week for us with a foot of snow, and it's just annoying. I don't like the winter at all, but I've come to just really live with it and deal with it, really. As on 3rd and 2, they're going to go with a long pass down the sideline, but Johnson and Roethlisberger were not on the same page there, as Johnson stopped his route and tried to cut back towards Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger thought he was going to keep going. What's good, Gabriel? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well, Gabriel. Yeah, I don't think Johnson even knew where that football was after Roethlisberger threw it. So yet another punt here from the Steelers. 4th and 2 from the 42. And the punt up and away from the rookie Presley Harvin. And that's going to skip down to the 13-yard line before going out of bounds. So a good punt by Harvin. Kansas City will try again on offense. That's some nice weather, Hugo. 64 in Bakersfield, California. That's where I want to be right now, man. That's where I want to be. What did I think about the state of Georgia winning 2 championships this year? Yeah, I mean, good for you guys. You guys are feeling what it's like to be a Boston sports fan over the last couple of decades, where we won championship after championship. So yeah, good for you guys. Of course, the Braves and now the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to step aside for a quick commercial break. Still 0-0, folks. If you love defense, this is the game for you. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back in, everybody. Patrick Mahomes has had 63 regular season starts and 50 wins, the fourth fastest to 50 wins in NFL history. Otto Graham, Daryl LaMonica, and Ken Stabler, the only three players to get to that mark quicker. 151 touchdown passes as well, the second fastest to 150. Dan Marino was the only quarterback to get there quicker. Yeah, I heard about that, Hugo. The West Coast got hit with some mini tsunami waves. At least it was nothing too serious from my understanding. Hope everyone is doing okay there on the West Coast, because I did hear there were tsunami warnings. That's a short gain for Frank Gore on the ground, but there is a flag down. We played just about 4 minutes here in quarter two. And that will be a face mask penalty against TJ Watt. As they show the replay, let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep. Clear as day upon looking at the replay. No doubt about it. He snatched the face mask of, Derek Gore. Did I just say Frank Gore moments ago? As that is handed off, and it's scooped up on the fumble, and it's returned to the house by TJ Watt. Unbelievable. The Steelers are on the board. 10:41 left in the half. Darrell Williams fumbled the football. TJ Watts with a scoop and score. It was actually McCole Hardman taking the direct snap, and that completely backfired on Kansas City, as Darrell Williams originally bobbled it on the handoff and then picked it back up, and then it was popped loose after a big hit, and TJ Watt was right there to pick it up and take it to the house. The extra point is good as Chris Boswell converts, and what do you know? The Pittsburgh Steelers, whose defense has shown up tonight, get the opening score of the game thanks to their defense. 7-0, Steelers in front. Perhaps an upset brewing. It's still early on, but an intriguing storyline early on in this one, as Kansas City will try to bounce back after the fumble return for a touchdown. Back with more in a moment, so keep it locked in here. All right, welcome back in, everybody. And indeed, it has been a crazy wild card weekend. 10:41 left in the half. It's the Steelers in front as this kickoff is returned from near the goal line, and Pringle wrapped up at about the 23. That's where Kansas City will open up their drive. And how about the Pittsburgh defense? They have been making a statement loud and clear tonight, at least thus far, that they're here to play. And ultimately, that fumble was forced by Pittsburgh's Cameron Hayward, and then TJ Watt, who else, there for the scoop and score to silence the crowd at Arrowhead. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes' brother is something else, as Mahomes is going to fire downfield and connects, and making a move is Tyreek Hill out of bounds at the Pittsburgh 36. That's more like it from this Chiefs offense. They get the first down and more. You're a Browns fan, Adam. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I thought you would be a Falcons fan being from Georgia. Yeah, I'm still recovering from the loss last night for the Patriots. Being from Massachusetts, I'm a diehard Boston sports fan all around, and that was a rough night last night. I don't really want to talk about it, to be honest, as Tyreek Hill makes the catch, short gain, about 3 yards there, 2nd and 7 with under 10 minutes to play in the half. Okay, there you go. That makes sense, Adam. That makes sense. Very good. Hill with 111 receptions this season, which is the most in the league. Yeah, Pittsburgh sports are on fire lately. The Penguins, have been doing very well, as this is a nice catch and run for Jerick McKinnon. Another Kansas City first down, as Cameron Hayward made the tackle. 9 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Chiefs trying to bounce right back with a touchdown of their own. I knew what you meant, Adam. Mahomes, 4th in the NFL when it comes to yards and touchdowns this season. He has 37 touchdowns, and before the snap here, a flag is thrown, and it's offside against Kansas City. So the Chiefs will be moved back. False start on the tight end, Blake Bell. That'll make it 1st and 15 for the Chiefs. You're a Georgia Tech fan, though, in college football. Makes sense. Makes sense, Adam. Yeah. All right, Jeffrey, I'll check that out at the next break, as Mahomes is going to escape the pressure, and he takes off running open field down the left sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 22. Yet another Kansas City first down, as Mahomes shows off his mobility. You live in Metro Atlanta? Very good, yeah. Yep. I visited Atlanta once, as I said, and yeah, it's a cool city. It's a chill city. I had a good time there. Yeah, I know, Adam. Spring training is right around the corner. That's crazy to think about, as this will get Kansas City nothing. In fact, McKinnon tackled in the backfield by TJ Watt. That's negative yardage for the Chiefs as we've reached the halfway point of quarter 2. Yeah, Atlanta's cool, but I still have to say Boston. Boston's my favorite city, just because it's my hometown. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. People down there are much nicer than here in New England, where everyone's grumpy and angry at each other as Mahomes connects with Kelsey over the middle, and it sets up 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Kansas City inside the 10. Yeah, Celtics have an afternoon game tomorrow. Yeah, against New Orleans, I think. Tackle made that time by Pittsburgh's Cameron Sutton. Mahomes, 10 of 16 so far, 96 yards and an interception. 1st and goal here from the 9. Mahomes rolling right, short pass caught by McKinnon. Down the sideline he goes, knocked out at the 4. Coming in with the hit was Joe Hayden. 2nd and goal for the Chiefs. Yeah, and this drive is much more like the Kansas City offense I think we expected from the start of this game. Ball now on the 4 with 3 receivers wide for Kansas City. In motion is McCole Hardman. Mahomes with the underhand scoop. McKinnon the catch underneath, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. Kansas City on the board at last. An 8-play, 76-yard scoring drive in just under 5 minutes. And the extra point will tie it as long as Harrison Butker is able to convert. Mahomes pulling some tricks out of his bag, a little underhand action. The scoop pass to McKinnon, who ultimately walked in almost untouched for the score as Butker's out for the PAT, and he will knock it through right down the middle from Butker, and this game is all tied up. Kansas City maybe just waking up, which could be a scary sign for the Steelers. 7-7, Mahomes is getting going, and Butker is indeed a Georgia Tech grad. That's right. I'll be back for more after the commercial break. Stick around. It's the AFC Wild Card Round. Welcome back in. A reminder that the Winter Olympics are just around the corner in Beijing. February 3rd is when the Winter Olympics get underway. I'm hoping to commentate at least a few hockey games on both the men's and women's side. It's a bit unfortunate that NHL players are not allowed to compete in this edition of the Winter Olympics due to COVID-19, but it is what it is. A lot of young players, talented young players on the U.S. roster on the men's side, and then the women's side will, of course, have their strongest team, which I'm very much looking forward to as we're back underway here. 5:40 to go in the half, and Pittsburgh with the football in a 7-7 game. How about the career of Ben Roethlisberger? 5th most wins among quarterbacks, 8th most touchdown passes. He actually has been sacked the most out of any quarterback, and a 2-time Super Bowl champion, of course. What a career Ben Roethlisberger has had, and it is most likely his final season. It's definitely his final year with Pittsburgh, and it's almost 100% certain that he will retire at the end of the season as Roethlisberger drops back, fires deep downfield, and that ball dropped by Claypool. He's looking for a flag, but won't get one. Double coverage downfield. Charvarius Ward was one of the guys back there, and he was the one actually who denied Claypool of making the catch. Yeah, I know. Nate must be having a rough day. It is tough when your team is eliminated. I can tell you that much from experience last night. This is handed off to Najee Harris, the rookie, battling through, and an extra effort at the very end. He'll pick up 8 yards on the play, maybe even 9. From your home, you can walk to the beach. That's awesome, Jeffrey. That's fantastic. Yeah. I wish I could walk to the beach from my home, but I'm not quite on the coast of Massachusetts. Yeah, I would love living on Cape Cod. That would be fun. I go to Cape Cod almost every summer, which it's always fun going there. 3rd down and 2. Play action pass. The ball is bobbled and dropped ultimately by Johnson. Could have been intercepted right there by the Chiefs. As Johnson had quite the juggling act there on a ball that really could have been caught, should have been caught. But instead, it's 4th and 2 for Pittsburgh, and it looks like another punt is on the way. Yeah, Cape Cod is really beautiful, especially in the summer. Presley Harvin with already his 6th punt of the game. That's remarkable. The fair catch made at the 26 by Kansas City's number 21. That would be Mike Hughes. 4:38 left in the half, and we got more action coming your way after the break. 7-7. It's all tied up in this wild card matchup. Stick around. Welcome back in. A look at the AFC divisional matchups. If the Chiefs win, that would mean the Bengals would take on the Titans and the Chiefs would host the Bills. Now, if the Steelers were to win this game, then the Steelers would play the Titans and the Bengals would take on the Bills. So that's what the scenarios are currently, with 4:38 left in the second quarter, 7-7. Chiefs start from the 26, low throw by Mahomes, and that's incomplete, as Pittsburgh brought the pressure. First play of the drive. Yeah, Cape Cod's a good time. Used to go to Hyannis in the next town over. Yep, I've been to Hyannis before. Yeah, it's a cool town, man. Very good, Adam. Yeah. No, it's great going there in the summer. It's a good time. Yeah, I know. I got to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame one time. Yeah, I got to get to Cooperstown. Absolutely. This pass caught by Kelsey. He makes a move to his right, and Kelsey is sprinting down the sideline all the way to the 40 of Pittsburgh. He goes before the tackle's made by Joe Hayden. A strong catch and run by Travis Kelsey. And Kansas City, just like that, back in Pittsburgh territory. Yeah, the only Hall of Fame I've been to is the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is, of course, right here in Massachusetts, out in Springfield. That was pretty cool. As this is a run up the middle, and McKinnon breaking free. He's inside the 30. Another first down run from Jerick McKinnon. Now under 4 minutes remain in quarter two. And all of a sudden, Pittsburgh's defense having trouble making stops. Look at the first downs. Kansas City have had 11. Just 2 for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh are averaging 1.7 yards per play. Kansas City, 6.4. Mahomes hands it off. It's McKinnon again. A little hesitation move, and now getting to the left side for yet another first down. Jerick McKinnon just keeps on plugging away in the running game. 3 minutes left now in quarter two. Yeah. You went to the Baseball Hall of Fame in August? Very good, yeah. Mahomes, quick pass out wide to Hill. Hill trying to make a move, but he only gets back to the line of scrimmage, as he was met by Hayden, as well as Terrell Edmonds. Second down and 10. The Chiefs will likely run one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Keith Butler is the Steelers defensive coordinator. Ball on the 15 of Pittsburgh. Mahomes now looking right. That pass caught in the backfield and somehow staying on his feet is Blake Bell. He manages to inch his way to the 12, and now we hit the 2-minute warning. Well, it's been low scoring, but the Kansas City offense has looked more like itself on the last couple of drives. They're in the red zone again. It's win or go home on Wild Card Weekend. Back with more after this. Welcome back in. Coming up on the halftime report, I'll talk about Brady and the Bucks dominating the Eagles and the 49ers edging the Cowboys in a thriller. All right, final 2 minutes of the half. First and foremost, what's going on, Bargov? Welcome in to the broadcast. You're getting your towel out. Bargov pulling for the Steelers. Yeah, as Mahomes fires to the end zone and it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's Byron Pringle. And the Chiefs have their first lead of the night. 7 plays, 74 yards on the scoring drive. But however, we do have a flag on the play, it appears. And not so fast. Although there's no flag signaled on the scoreboard. And it looks like it's going to be against the defense. Yep. Yeah, roughing the passer penalty on Highsmith. So that will be a touchdown nonetheless as they decline. And how about that? Byron Pringle with a nice move to get open in the end zone. And Kansas City's offense finally coming alive. These last 2 drives, back-to-back touchdowns. Got Butker out to attempt the extra point, and he gets ready for the snap. The holder is Townsend. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-7. The Chiefs now in front with 1:55 left in the half. I don't know how you stay up that late, Adam. Or I guess you're already getting up. But yeah, no, I usually on the weekends I usually stay up till around either like 1 a.m. to be honest. And then I try if I can I sleep in. Although sometimes I have to get up on weekends in the morning. But on school nights I go to bed at like I try to get to bed by like 10:30, but it depends honestly. All right. Well, a reminder that the Premier League season rolls on next Sunday. Chelsea battle Tottenham in a London derby. Should be a good one. Nice to see NBC promoting that game. Oh, is that right, Jeffrey? Okay. Yeah, right now, Adam, it is 9:33 where I am, so not too late, at least for me. As this is taken out by Ray McLeod, 1:51 left in the half, and this is a big drive right here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at the quarterback comparison. Roethlisberger just 4 of 12 for 19 yards. 42.4 rating. Mahomes 16 of 23 for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 98.3 rating. Roethlisberger's been sacked once, Mahomes not yet. Pittsburgh do have all 3 timeouts remaining. And so, as I mentioned, this is big right here because Kansas City do get the ball to start the second half. Roethlisberger ultimately hands it off, but that play absolutely backfires on the Steelers. Najee Harris only can get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think that went to plan at all. I mean, it looked like a fake handoff. Then Roethlisberger said, actually, I will hand it off. And Harris didn't even seem ready. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. All right, cool, Jeffrey. I'll check that out. As this is thrown out wide, caught by Freiermuth. Freiermuth does not. Yes, he does get out of bounds. So 1:12 left. 3rd down and short for Pittsburgh. Freiermuth, a rookie tight end for the Steelers. Yeah, that's right, Adam. Oh yeah, Adam. I'm 5 hours behind. Yeah, I'm five. Where I live in the U.S., I'm 5 hours behind England. Yep. Roethlisberger gonna launch it deep down the sideline. It is incomplete. Claypool trying to make the catch, but he was defended tightly by Charvarius Ward, and Claypool seems a bit shaken up after the play. So another disappointing drive for Pittsburgh. Their defense is what got them the 7 points so far, but their offense has been very, very quiet. So another punt for Presley Harvin, who's been the most busy player today for Pittsburgh, it seems like, as this is going to be Tyreek Hill trying to reverse Fields, but he gets hit hard at the 20-yard line. Making the play there for the Steelers was Miles Kilbrew. Your cousin's a Chiefs fan? Yeah. All right. Your cousin's at the game. That's awesome, Karam. That's awesome, man. I'll be back after the quick break. 14-7 Kansas City, and they have the football next. Welcome back in. A quick 30-second break. 52 seconds to go in the half. That's plenty of time for Patrick Mahomes. I can assure you that much. As this drive starts from the 20 for Kansas City. They have a 14-7 lead. Mahomes hesitating and just throws it into the turf. Pressure was coming from Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10, 48 seconds left. We'll keep an eye on Chase Claypool, of course, a key receiver for the Pittsburgh offense. And if he's injured and cannot continue, that would be a huge blow for the Steelers. And here we go. 3 receivers to the left. In motion is McKinnon. He'll make the catch along the sideline. That's a great play call. Out of bounds he goes after a 14-yard gain for Kansas City first down. 41 seconds to go now. That's interesting, Ada. You did a bet for the Chiefs to win by more than 17 points. Will you win? I don't know, man. I hope you. I mean, for your sake, I hope you win. But I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are going to win this by 17. I think Pittsburgh will keep it within 2 possessions, as Mahomes is going to sling it down the sideline and finds an open target, and that was a beautiful throw. The catch made by Demarcus Robinson, and he's out of bounds with 35 seconds left in the half. And yet again, Kansas City in Pittsburgh's half of the field. That was a dime from Patrick Mahomes. He makes it look so easy. He's now 18 of 26 for 193 yards. 2 touchdowns and interception. Ball at the 38 of the Steelers. And remember, the Chiefs still have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. 4 receivers wide. Mahomes has pressure from behind, and he goes down for the sack. Just what Pittsburgh needed. That is Highsmith, who gets to Patrick Mahomes. And Kansas City forced to use their first timeout with 28 seconds left in the first half. That's big time there from the Steelers defense. And that's really the only way I see Pittsburgh staying in this game and making it a game heading into, the final quarter, let's say. It's the defense continuing to make plays. Patrick Mahomes, 29 dropbacks. First time he's been sacked. He's been hit 3 times, 4 hurries. In motion here for Kansas City is Hardman. He goes out to the right side. 2 receivers on the left. Mahomes rolling right. Has pressure from behind. Escapes a sack. Now has to get it away. It's a low throw, but the pass is caught. A great catch there from Noah Gray. But now they're going to rule it incomplete. Well, that was a bit of a delayed call. But they're going to say that hit the ground. And yep, it did. Looking at the replay, it certainly did hit the ground. So a good call by the official. Gray just could not quite hold on. It was a low pass because Mahomes was in a hurry to get that ball away. Highsmith with nearly another sack. He had his left arm on Mahomes, who broke free, but then more pressure came, and an incomplete pass sets up 3rd and 20 for Kansas City. 22 seconds to go in the half now. Three receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Mahomes stepping up into a throw, and he's got Kelce. The catch is made, and Kelce's in for a touchdown. On 3rd and 20, Mahomes connects with Kelce down the right sideline, and in he goes for the score. A 6-play, 80-yard scoring drive that lasts just 39 seconds. I told you, folks. 52 seconds is plenty of time for Patrick Mahomes. And what does he do? He goes 80 yards downfield in 39 seconds for a touchdown pass to Travis Kelce, his go-to man. 20-7, Chiefs lead it. And now the extra point by Butker. It is good. Right down the middle. 21-7, a 14-point Kansas City lead. They've now scored 14 unanswered points after Pittsburgh had that defensive score after the fumble return for the touchdown by TJ Watt. Yeah, pretty much, Hugo. Well, Adam, maybe you'll be right. We'll see. I did not see Kansas City. I honestly thought, especially there on 3rd and 20, that the Steelers are going to be able to make a stop, but what do you know? Patrick Mahomes worked some of his magic. Perfect pass for Travis Kelce, and off he went for the touchdown. And now the Steelers with plenty of work to do as they trail it by a couple touchdowns. So 13 seconds left in the half as Butker will kick off to Pittsburgh. And that'll head to the end zone for a touchback. And one would expect Pittsburgh to just take a knee here. I don't think you can take any risks from your own 25 with such little time remaining in the half. And look at the total yards. 300 for Kansas City, just 45 for Pittsburgh. As Roethlisberger takes the knee, and he'll take us to the half. After 30 minutes of play, it's the Kansas City Chiefs leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-7. And all of a sudden, we went from Pittsburgh looking good here in early on in the second quarter with a 7-0 lead after the defensive touchdown to Kansas City turning it on offense. How about 3 straight possessions with a touchdown after a rusty start? Kansas City in great position now heading into the second half. Coming up after a quick break, it'll be the halftime report. I'll recap the 2 games earlier today, which certainly did not disappoint over in the NFC, I should say. So that's still to come A wild ending as time ran out on the Cowboys. I'll also talk about Tom Brady's dominant performance against the Eagles. That's coming up. The halftime report is next. Meanwhile, here in Kansas City, it's the Chiefs leading the Steelers 21-7 at the break. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. And yeah, that's what it's looking like, Adam. The Titans, Bengals, and Bills, Chiefs, AFC divisional round. As long as Kansas City can hold on here against Pittsburgh, those will be our matchups next weekend in the AFC. Both very enticing matchups, it's safe to say. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. And earlier in the day, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went up against the Philadelphia Eagles, and well, the Buccaneers took care of business quite comfortably. A 31-15 victory. They were up 31-0 at one point in that game. Now, San Francisco, Dallas, much more competitive game, and this was a wild one, really. The 49ers were in control really throughout the game. They were up 23-7 in the fourth quarter, but with a score at 23-10 in the 49ers with the ball, the Cowboys would get an interception with under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and that would really swing the momentum in Dallas's favor. Then on that ensuing drive, Dak Prescott would have a 5-yard rushing touchdown. That would make it 23-17. And then late in the game, Dallas would have a chance to potentially win the game. They needed a touchdown, but with no timeouts left, Dak Prescott slid down in the middle of the field with about 8 seconds left, and it was too late to get another snap off. The ref couldn't set the ball up on time, And that would be it for the Dallas Cowboys season. A tough way for the season to come to an end, but Jimmy G and the San Francisco 49ers hold on for the upset. Here's what Mike McCarthy had to say afterwards.
So that's the decision. It's the right decision. It's just like anything. It's, the execution between us and the officiators putting the ball obviously wasn't, we shouldn't have had any problem getting the ball spotted there. If that's the way you're looking for.
Well, Mike McCarthy appears to be looking for some excuses. That marks the 26th straight year that the Cowboys have failed to make the NFC Championship game. And welcome and try. Good to see you, man. Mahomes Allen would be an epic matchup next weekend. And yeah, Cowboys always choke. It's the same old story. Exactly right. And I don't know why Mike McCarthy is looking for excuses when Dallas committed 14 penalties in the game. Just an undisciplined team when all is said and done. A look at the playoff bracket. The Tennessee Titans await the lowest remaining seed. And then the other two remaining teams will face off in the AFC divisional round. Meanwhile, over in the NFC, we do have one matchup set. Green Bay will host San Francisco next weekend. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay await the winner of tomorrow's matchup between Arizona and the LA Rams. The halftime report continues after this quick break. All right, welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. The Pittsburgh Steelers struck first in this one, early second quarter, but ever since then, it's been all Kansas City, 21 unanswered points. The Chiefs have a 21-7 lead at the half. Second half action is coming your way next. It's back out to Arrowhead after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back in. We're ready to start the second half from Kansas City. The last AFC Wild Card game of the weekend. The other two games were yesterday on the AFC side of things. Still one more game in the NFC Wild Card Round, which will be tomorrow between Arizona and the LA Rams. Let's see what this second half has in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Can the Chiefs carry their momentum from the end of that first half here into the second half, or will the Pittsburgh Steelers fight their way back into this one, trailing by 14 as we get the third quarter rolling? Patrick Mahomes, third game against the Steelers, and he's had 12 touchdown passes against them. Ben Roethlisberger, meanwhile, with just 24 pass yards, tied for the second fewest in the first half in any career start for him. And how about Jerick McKinnon? 40 rush yards, 58 receiving yards, and a touchdown for the Chiefs. TJ Watt, meanwhile, was a force defensively for Pittsburgh. One batted pass, a fumble, return for a touchdown, one quarterback hit as well, a couple of QB hurries. He's been all over the place for Pittsburgh's defense. So Kansas City will get the ball to open up the half. Chris Boswell to kick it off towards Byron Pringle, who's back to return. The kick is up in the air, and that will be taken out from the 5. Pringle will take it on the right sideline, makes a move, and gets across the 30. Tackled at about the 31. So decent field position here for Kansas City to open up the drive. Andy Reid said they need to stay aggressive but smart in the second half. Meanwhile, Mike Tomlin saying no one on offense made a significant play. That's not really a lie at all, is it? That was pretty much the truth. The offense needs to step up for Pittsburgh, no doubt about it. Here's a run to the outside by McKinnon, and he's got the first down before he's shoved out by, I believe, Devin Bush. That was about a 12-yard gain for McKinnon, who's been a force tonight for Kansas City. And not just the running game. All right, man. Ball now at the 44 for the Chiefs. They're going to hand it off. McKinnon up the middle, but he's met quickly by Terrell Edmonds. About a 1-yard gain. Just underway here in the third quarter. Thanks, everyone, for your company. Hope you're enjoying coverage of the NFL postseason. 2nd and 9 now for the Chiefs. One receiver to the right and 2 to the left. Play clock winding down for Kansas City. Mahomes fires to an open man. Wide open is Robinson. He takes off with it and down to the 25-yard line before Fitzpatrick makes the tackle. Well, now the Steelers' defense is starting to be exposed, quite frankly. I mean, Robinson was wide open there. Significant yardage after the catch. That's cool. That's cool, man. 344 total yards now for Kansas City. Mahomes under pressure here. Flag is thrown as Adams comes up with the sack, but it could be against the Steelers. Let's see. Here's the verdict on the penalty. Oh, no. It's holding against Andrew Wiley of Kansas City. So that'll be declined and the sack will stand. So an important sack for Adams right there. Meanwhile, 2nd and 20 it is for Kansas City. Throw out wide for Kelsey. Kelsey spinning across the 30 and knocked down to the 28. How about Patrick Mahomes tonight? Bit of a slow start in that first quarter, but once he got going, there was no slowing down. He has made some incredible passes, some long balls of 20-plus yards. He's now 21 of 30 on the night for 278 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. 3rd and 12 here for the Chiefs after the sack. Ball at the 29 of Pittsburgh. Short pass caught in the backfield by McKinnon. He has a couple of blocks, and McKinnon has a first down and more. All the way to the 5 goes Jerick McKinnon. Wow, what a night he's having, along with Mahomes. And the offensive line helping out McKinnon there. Great couple of blocks in front. And now 1st and goal, 5 yards from the goal line. Handoff to McKinnon once more. He's met at the line of scrimmage and tackled there by Henry Mondeau. Oh, that's awesome, Jeffrey. That's awesome, man. Sounded like a good time. Second down and goal now for Kansas City. In motion is Tyreek Hill. He moves back to the left as Mahomes spins around, finds Hill underneath. Hill lunging out for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Hill with the celebration to boot. 8 plays, 68 yards in 4.5 minutes. And the Chiefs just keep on firing on all cylinders here. Their offense, when in peak form, is just unstoppable. Hill making the catch underneath and ultimately flipping into the end zone for the score. As Miles Killebrew attempted the low hit, but it could not stop Hill from getting in for the score. 27-7. As this may be looked at to see if Hill for sure got in. I think he did. Looking at multiple replays, it looks like he is in for the score, but there will be an official review just to make sure. So 10:26 left in the third quarter. I'll step aside as the review takes place. We'll find out if the touchdown's confirmed after this. Stick around. All right, welcome back in, everybody, as the official review continues to take place, and it's definitely close as to whether Tyreek Hill crossed the goal line when he hit the ground. I don't know, but the call has been reversed, so there is the official ruling. So a touchdown chopped off. The Kansas City Chiefs will have to wait at least one more play as it stays 21-7. So apparently there was enough evidence there that Tyreek Hill was down short of the goal line. And so they'll try again here on 3rd and goal from about a half yard out from the end zone. 10:28 to play here in the third quarter. Chiefs break the huddle. 2 in the backfield for Kansas City, including the fullback Michael Burton. Mahomes rolls to his right. Short pass caught by the big man. Touchdown Chiefs. How about that? A 9-play, 68-yard scoring drive. And the Chiefs run a bit of trickery there. It's Nick Allegretti, the guard, with the touchdown reception. And now it's 27-7 Pittsburgh. Kansas City over Pittsburgh. Wow, the big man, Nick Allegretti, making the play. Look how fired up he is, and look how fired up his teammates are for him. You love to see it. And now Butker out to attempt the extra point, which he will convert, no problem. 28-7. Kansas City with 10:13 remaining. Yeah, a big man TD indeed. Am I broadcasting the Super Bowl? Yes, Hugo. I do plan to broadcast the Super Bowl. That is my hope. So far in the AFC Wild Card Round, the Bengals beating the Raiders, Bills sadly beating the Patriots, and then earlier today in the NFC Wild Card Round, the Buccaneers crushing the Eagles, and the 49ers edging the Cowboys. It's been a fun wild card weekend, a wild card weekend, shall I say. Have I seen the movie The Replacements? No, I have not, Hugo. I have not seen that, no. Oh, that's just a great touchdown by Kansas City. Looking back on it, Allegretti just fought off TJ Watt, and Mahomes said, "You're open. I'm going to find you." And Allegretti made sure he held on. Great celebration as well. Love to see it. 10-13 now, remaining in the third quarter as Butker sends a line drive kick to about the goal line where it's returned by McLeod. McLeod out to the 29-yard line before he's taken out of bounds by Kemp. So the Steelers in the first half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 punts. First team with 7 punts in the first half of a postseason game since Seattle in 2010. I mean, that is unbelievable. We saw Buffalo last night with 7 touchdowns on 7 possessions. Pittsburgh in the first half alone, 7 punts on 7 possessions. The exact opposite. It's an American football movie with Keanu Reeves. All right, I might have to check that out, Hugo. I might have to check that out, man. So the Steelers get going from the 30. Swing pass, and that ball came out. That ball's loose, and Kansas City recover it. It was popped out of the hands of Najee Harris. And the Chiefs have recovered. This is turning into a nightmare for Pittsburgh. Getting to that football was Frank Clark, and on the first play of the drive, Pittsburgh turn it over. Wow. Willie Gay was the one who punched it out of the right hand of Harris. And yeah, Najee Harris running with just one hand protecting the ball. Not the best of ideas. That's not great ball security by the rookie. And Kansas City were able to capitalize. 9:56 left in the third, and the Chiefs are steamrolling the Steelers now. Adam, I'll tell you what, I take back what I said, man. You were right. This is Kansas City's running away with this, man. Looks like your bet's going to pay off. Steelers having a nightmare performance offensively, most definitely. And Steelers give it away. First turnover of the game. Jerick McKinnon with no gain on the handoff as the Chiefs take over at the Pittsburgh 29. It's actually a 2-yard loss there for McKinnon, 2nd and 12. Five receivers wide, a spread formation for Kansas City. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Mahomes going to air it out deep down the right sideline. He's got a man. It's caught in the end zone by Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-play, 29-yard, 42-second scoring drive. Boy, are Kansas City loving life right now. 9:14 left in the third, and they now lead it 34-7. Tyreek Hill just blew right by Sutton. I mean, he just smoked him, making the catch in the end zone, and now the extra point to follow from Butker. He will drill it through. 35-7 is now the score in favor of Kansas City. My, oh my, it is really a free-for-all. At this rate, they very well might score over 50. The Chiefs having a whole lot of fun, folks. They've scored 35 unanswered points. It's win or go home, and it's looking like Kansas City are going to move on. Back for more after this. Welcome back, everybody. When it comes to teams with 3 straight Super Bowl appearances, the Dolphins from 71 to 73, the Bills from 1990 to 93, where they infamously lost all 4, and the Patriots from 2016 to 18 won 2 out of those 3. It's only been 3 teams to ever do it. Kansas City trying to become the 4th. They, of course, lost to Tampa in last year's Super Bowl, but the year before that beat San Francisco in the Super Bowl. 9:14 remaining here in the third quarter with Kansas City up big, 35-7. Harrison Butker kicks off again, and McLeod will leave it for a touchback. Yeah, it's looking like this is how Big Ben's career will ultimately come to a close. which obviously is unfortunate for him, but just shows you that this Chiefs team is no joke. And I'll tell you what, that Kansas City Buffalo game is going to be epic. I mean, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So the Steelers start out from the 25. 9:14 still to go in the third quarter. A long way to go in this one as the handoff goes to Harris, who fumbled on the last drive, and he won't pick up anything. The tackle there by number 55, that would be Frank Clark. Clark, the defensive end, and it's actually a 2-yard loss there for Harris. 2nd and 12 now. Now, looks like a timeout called by Kansas City. That'll be their first of the half. 8:46 to play in the third. And the 76,000 fans on hand, a majority of them being Kansas City supporters, certainly enjoying themselves on the Sunday night. This has been one impressive display from the Chiefs. Of course, Kansas City had an interesting regular season. They had a sluggish start to the season, then had an incredible stretch of wins as this pass is caught. Roethlisberger connects there with Claypool, and a much-needed first down for the Steelers. But then towards the end of the season, the Chiefs had a very good opportunity to lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC and get a bye. But instead, they had that crucial loss to Cincinnati in the penultimate week of the season. And that's why they're playing here on Wild Card Weekend. But boy, are they making a statement here on Wild Card Weekend. Fresh set of downs. Short pass dumped off to Harris. He tries to spin free, but wrapped up by Ward. No gain for Najee Harris. Yeah, I'll never understand people who celebrate first downs or a sack when your team's down by like 30 points. I mean, I'll never get that. Ball at the 39-yard line. Steelers trying to enter Kansas City territory for the first time in a long time. In fact, I'm not even sure if they've entered Kansas City's half this game. Claypool makes the catch there. Midway through the third, it's 3rd and 4 for Pittsburgh. Steelers send one receiver out to the left side, 2 to the right. Najee Harris in the backfield. Quick release. Catch is made by Freiermuth, and he's got the first down. Nice move by the rookie. And that'll move the chains for Pittsburgh. They're in desperate need of a touchdown here on this drive. Freiermuth, a rookie, and he's been involved decent amount tonight. Yeah, missed tackle indeed by Tyrann Matthews, yeah. Or Matthew, I should say. All right. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh in Kansas City's half. This pass caught by Claypool, who moves towards the middle of the field, tackled at the 41-yard line. Second down and 5 for the Steelers. Six minutes to go in the quarter. 3 receivers wide for Pittsburgh. This time it's handed off. Here goes Balaj. He only picks up a yard. Smothered there by Alex Okafor. 3rd down and 3. Time keeps on ticking away here in the 3rd quarter for the Steelers. Five wide for Pittsburgh. Shotgun formation. Roethlisberger looking for options, goes to the left sideline, and Smith-Schuster hauls it in for the 1st down. Well, look at the Chiefs defense. Points allowed per game in weeks 1 through 5, 32.6, last in the league. But since then, weeks 6 through 18, just 16.8 points per game allowed, 1st in the league. What a turnaround by this Kansas City defense. And that was the surprising thing about the start to Kansas City season. Their defense was allowing a whole lot of points, which was just completely uncharacteristic of them. It wasn't really that much of an offensive issue, was it? Roethlisberger down the left sideline and a leaping catch. That's James Washington with his first grab of the night. And finally, the Steelers getting going on offense. ABC and ESPN have the telecast for tomorrow's game. Yeah, it'll be on ABC, ESPN. ESPN2 will have the Manning cast, and then it'll also be simulcasted on ESPN Plus. Yep. So I'll be tuning into ABC for that one. As Roethlisberger goes to the end zone and caught by Johnson. Deontay Johnson open for the catch, and Pittsburgh with their first offensive points of the game. 10 plays, 75 yards on that scoring drive, which lasts just over 5 minutes. And that's much better from the Steelers offense as Johnson beat Mike Hughes there. Able to gain separation, and Roethlisberger made no mistake on the pass. Now Chris Boswell will try to make it a 21-point game again, and he does. Extra point straight down the middle. 35-14. Now the score. Well, I suppose the Steelers aren't completely out of it just yet. Roethlisberger connecting with Deontay Johnson. It's now a 21-point game. A nice drive by the Steelers indeed. Stick around. More action on the way. Welcome back in, everybody. Glad to have your company on this Sunday night, 35-14, Kansas City in front. They need to get me on the Manning-cast. Yeah, that would be a true honor if I was able to get on it. I appreciate you tuning in, Ben. Glad to see you as always, man. 4:10 to go in the third. This will be a touchback as Kansas City are back with the football. Jerick McKinnon is having a great game. 136 scrimmage yards and a touchdown for number one. He's had plus 57 yards over expected tonight. So basically, that means based on how many yards he was expected to get, he's already at 57 more than that. And we're still in the third quarter. Mahomes handing it off. And this is negative yardage for Kansas City. That was Tuska reading it all the way. And if the Steelers defense can make a stop here and force them 3 and out, all of a sudden, all hope is not lost. 2nd and 14 now on the way inside the final 4 minutes of the third quarter from Arrowhead Stadium. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the right and 1 to the left for the Chiefs. Now backed up to the 21-yard line. Mahomes, quick release, finds Kelsey, who's wrapped up right away by Terrell Edmonds. That'll make it 3rd and manageable. Kelsey with his 5th catch of the night has 108 yards and a touchdown. Nicely executed tackle there by Edmonds for the Steelers. 3rd down and 8 now. Kelsey motions out to the right side. 2 receivers on each side for the Chiefs. Mahomes drops back in the pocket. Pass is caught, and it'll be a 1st down for Kansas City. Across the 40 goes Byron Pringle. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Chiefs to keep the drive alive. When it comes to the most consecutive postseason games with 100 receiving yards in NFL history, Larry Fitzgerald, Antonio Brown, and now Travis Kelce, all with 4, tied for the record. Bunch formation here from the Chiefs on a fresh set of downs. Mahomes quickly slings it to the right side, caught in the backfield, and Pringle knocked down after a 3-yard reception. 2 minutes left in quarter 3 now. Second and 7. We'll see what Andy Reid draws up this time. Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Kelsey will make it 2 receivers to the right as Mahomes surveys his options, steps up in the pocket, and he connects. That ball's caught, and staying on his feet is McCole Hardman. Down the sideline he goes, tripped up at about the 15-yard line. But what a big play that is. Mahomes to Hardman, and the Chiefs again in the red zone. That's just spectacular play by Mahomes again. I mean, on the move in the pocket, some pressure around him, no problem for Patrick Mahomes. He's now 29 of 38 for 402 yards, 5 touchdowns, looking for 6. Ball now at the 14-yard line. Handoff it is, and that'll be Derek Gore to the 9. One more play in all likelihood before the third quarter concludes. And Kansas City trying to extend their 21-point advantage. Ball now at about the 9, 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs. Mahomes steps up. Now he's going to run with it. Mahomes sliding down right about at the first down marker. And they are going to give it to him. So 1st and goal from the 4 when we return. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs in cruise control. They lead it 35-14, trying to get in the 40s now. Their offense is just nonstop efficient. Back for more in a moment. Welcome back. A reminder, the 2022 NFL Pro Bowl from Las Vegas, Nevada is Sunday, February 6th at 3 Eastern Time. We get ready for the start of the 4th quarter. Chiefs up 35-14 and threatening to score another touchdown. All on the Pittsburgh 4, and they actually ruled him short of the first down. What do you know? So it's 3rd and inches, in fact. And that will be enough. And look at this. Fighting through is the fullback, Michael Burton. He'll get to the 3-yard line. Now 1st and goal for Kansas City. All right. Sounds great, man. You get some sleep, man. That should be our priority, Adam. So you catch up on your sleep, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, man. Always great seeing you. I think you're in good hands with the Chiefs winning by over 17. Don't think there's going to be too much drama for the rest of this game, but you never know. Oh, look at this. It's handed off, and Kelsey throws to the end zone and finds Byron Pringle for the touchdown. Kansas City are just having a fun time at this point. A 9-play, 75-yard scoring drive. And Kansas City take a 41-14 lead. Wow. Kelsey actually took the direct snap. I beg your pardon. So he took the direct snap, found Pringle in the back of the end zone. The Chiefs offense is having a field day at Arrowhead Stadium. Now the extra point, which Butker will send through the uprights, 42-14. The 28-point lead has been restored. Well, Hugo, Adam actually lives in England, so I presumably it's not a holiday for him. I have to think Martin Luther King Jr. Day is just a holiday here in the United States. So yeah, but I'll be back after the break. Fourth quarter early on, but Kansas City seemed well on their way to victory. Welcome back in, everybody, on the Sunday night final game of the day, last of a triple header, and what a day it's been of NFL playoff action. 42-14, Kansas City up big, 14-13 to go in this game. Yeah. And that's sent beyond the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh will start out from the 25-yard line, and it may be consolation time at this point for the Steelers. Who knows? But trailing by 28, it's not looking that good. It's looking quite grim for Pittsburgh. And how about some of the Chiefs' touchdowns, just implementing all kinds of trickery? We had the underhand pass for a touchdown. We had the pass to an offensive lineman for a touchdown. And then most recently, Travis Kelce himself, the tight end, throwing for a touchdown. Kansas City bringing out all the tricks as Pittsburgh will run it on the first play of the drive. That goes to Najee Harris for 4 yards. Ball now at the 29. Pittsburgh already in a situation where they have to work quickly. Roethlisberger fires and finds Smith-Schuster on the short completion. He'll only get a yard out to the 30. Third down and 5 for the Steelers. They try to hurry up to the line. Harris to the right of Roethlisberger. 4 receivers wide for Pittsburgh. On third down, Roethlisberger throws to the right. Catch is made. Claypool looks to make a move and now pushing through a sea of Kansas City players. And ultimately, it's blown dead. They're going to mark him about a yard short of the first down. And you have to wonder if Pittsburgh just go for it at this stage. We'll see what Mike Tomlin decides. Yeah, the offense staying out there. I'm not too surprised, quite frankly. So 4th and 1 for Pittsburgh. Play clock down to 5. And perhaps they're not trying to just draw them offside. They will run it in a strong run. Therefore, Benny Snell, the former University of Kentucky standout. That's a first down and more. Pittsburgh keep the drive going. Just over 3 minutes played here in the final quarter from Arrowhead. Ball now at the 42. Steelers continue to go no huddle. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. There's the snap. Roethlisberger under pressure right away. And his pass off the mark for Washington. However, a flag is down. Roethlisberger did get hit, but I'm not sure if that's the penalty. If that's where the penalty occurred. Let's see. No, it's a holding call, in fact, against Pittsburgh. So that penalty against Dan Moore, the offensive tackle. Ten yards, so 1st and 20 it is for Pittsburgh. They're backed up to the 32. 4 receivers wide for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Will lob it down the right sideline, and he overshoots his man. In fact, it was closer to being intercepted, but that ball drops out of bounds. 2nd and 20 on the way. When it comes to most passing yards in NFL postseason history, Ben Roethlisberger, 3rd on that list with 5,860, only behind Peyton Manning with 7,339, and the great Tom Brady with 12,720. Not sure if anyone's going to catch Tom Brady, at least in a long, long time. Here on 2nd and 20, Roethlisberger has to get it out, and it's picked off. An interception, and that is L'Jarius Sneed. We do have a flag down on the play. We'll see who it's against, but Kansas City will celebrate the pick nonetheless. Here's the call, however. Oh, wow, it's all coming back. A roughing the passer penalty against the Chiefs. The guilty one is Alex Okafor. Yeah. Well, he got him late, down by the ankle. These days, that's going to be called. And Roethlisberger was asking for it right away. So that'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down with 11:22 to go. Three wide for Pittsburgh. Handoff. Benny Snell getting across midfield, and with the help of his teammates, will get pushed to the Kansas City 46. Second and 3 after the 7-yard carry by Snell. Shotgun formation, quick pass out wide, and Smith-Schuster has it for a Pittsburgh first down. Juju Smith-Schuster, 5 receptions tonight for 26 yards, making his first appearance since week 4. He's been dealing with a significant injury that kept him out for a majority of the season. Another quick pass, this time underneath, and that's caught by Freiermuth, who makes a move and is stopped just shy of the first down. Second down and 1. Juju has been quiet this game and most of the season. Well, that's because he's been out pretty much the whole season, Hugo. He literally hasn't played since week 4. This is his first game since then. And considering he hasn't played since week 4, I mean, he's been okay. I didn't expect him to get that many targets. I mean, this is his first game back in a long time. Roethlisberger stepping up in the pocket, and it's batted down. In the way was Tershawn Wharton. By his reaction, he thinks he could have had a pick there. Third down and 1 now for the Steelers. Yeah, and that could have been a pick. It really could have been. Ball at the 30 of Kansas City. Pittsburgh with 3 wide. 9:21 to go. Roethlisberger hands it off. A strong run up the middle. And it will be enough for the first down. Najee Harris moves the chains for Pittsburgh. The current drive, 10 plays, 47 yards, over 5 minutes and counting. Play action, and Roethlisberger with a looping pass for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Getting in the way there was Charvarius Ward. Roethlisberger looking for James Washington. 2nd and 10. And Ward couldn't quite even locate the ball. That actually bonked right off his helmet. Steelers will try again at the 28. 3 receivers lined up, and Roethlisberger going to fire underneath. That's caught and taken to the 20 by Ray McLeod. McLeod sets up 3rd and short. 2 yards needed here for the first down. Three receivers lined up for Pittsburgh. Dropping back as Roethlisberger. Down the sideline he goes. A leaping effort, but unable to get to it. It was Chase Claypool. And it's 4th and 2 for the Steelers. Have to think they'll go for it here. Oh, that was close. Claypool nearly had it. So 3 receivers wide for the Steelers. Roethlisberger throws right. Catch made by Johnson. And he's down at the 15. First down, Pittsburgh. So a good 4th down conversion in the red zone there. We're about halfway through the 4th quarter now. Kansas City seem to be in prime position to close this one out with a win. But Steelers looking for a consolation touchdown. Roethlisberger going for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's James Washington. Able to hold on. 15-play, 75-yard scoring drive. That lasted 6.5 minutes. Leaping grab there over Hughes. Nicely done by Washington. That touchdown comes with 7:36 to play. And now the extra point from Boswell. Boswell sends it through the uprights. 42-21 is now the score. A lengthy drive, but Pittsburgh ended with 7 more points. They still trail by 21. And yeah, that is true. Big Ben not going out without his touchdown passes. I'll be back after this. Welcome back. The NFL Honors will take place Thursday, February 10th at 9 Eastern Time, where all the awards from this past season will be handed out. What's good, Yabo? Welcome in over on Twitch. You didn't know I would stream today? Yeah, I ended up streaming. Look at this, an onside kick, and it was nearly spilled. But Demarcus Robinson manages to hold on. The onside kick has only been successful 11% of the time this season. And look at that. We're heading to another commercial break. Got to get those commercial breaks in MVC. Back after this. Welcome back in. 7:35 left in the fourth quarter, and the Chiefs up 42-21. They take over at midfield after an unsuccessful onside kick attempt by Pittsburgh. That pass caught by Hardman. He'll pick up 5, setting up second and medium. Kansas City at this stage just trying to see out this game. And they seem to be in great position to set up a matchup next weekend with the Buffalo Bills. Mahomes is now 30 of 39 for 408 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. Here's 2nd and 4 for the Chiefs. Mahomes going to hand it off. This is Jerick McKinnon with a strong run down the sideline. He gets hit hard by Fitzpatrick as those two go back and forth with their mouths. 6:30 remaining now in this one. McKinnon with his 11th carry of the night. He has a total of 62 yards on the ground, and he has 81 yards receiving, 6 catches, and a touchdown. It's been a great night for McKinnon. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 33. Hardman motions left. It's going to be handed off again to McKinnon, who tries to get to the outside, but he's knocked down in the backfield. Good job there by the Steelers D-line. Who did I want to win this game? I don't really like either team, but probably Kansas City. I just can't stand the Steelers. As a Patriots fan, I've just never the Steelers. I just hate them. And I don't like the Chiefs either. Let me be honest, but I'd rather see Kansas City win than Pittsburgh, if I'm being honest with you. 2nd and 11. Mahomes slings it to the right side, caught in the backfield, and now trying to make a move. A couple of them, anyways, is Hardman. He'll pick up a couple. 5 minutes to go now in regulation. Third and 9 on the way for the Chiefs. Ben Roethlisberger quickly realizing that his career is dwindling down into its final minutes in all likelihood. Mahomes under pressure, and he goes down. That's a sack for T.J. Watt. Setting up 4th down for the Chiefs. How much time is left? Now, Yabo, only 4.5 minutes remain as Pittsburgh will use their first timeout. They'll put a little bit of time back on the clock. 4:35. It's 4th and 23 for Kansas City here. So they'll send the punting unit out. Tommy Townsend with his first punt in a while, I presume since the first quarter. Townsend will loft this one to the 15 where McLeod will return it. And he's tackled at the 18-yard line. 4:24 to go, and that's where Pittsburgh will start off their drive. Good to see you, Vaughn. Welcome in to the stream, man. The Steelers down 21 with the football. Time running out, though. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody, and we have the divisional round schedule, folks. There it is, Saturday, 4:30 Eastern Time. The Cincinnati Bengals will take on the Tennessee Titans, and then Saturday night at 8:15, the San Francisco 49ers battle the Green Bay Packers, and then a look at Sunday's schedule at 3 Eastern. It'll be either Arizona or the LA Rams at Tampa Bay, and then at 6:30 on Sunday, it'll be Buffalo at Kansas City. So that is the divisional round schedule. It has been confirmed. So set your calendars, folks. And I'm hoping to actually call the Buffalo Kansas City game. I'll be gone all day Saturday. Unfortunately, I'll be at my cousin's wedding. So as much as I'd love to do the San Francisco Green Bay game, I won't be able to, as this is fumbled. The snap was fumbled, but recovered by Snell, and he'll pick up 9. You forgot how streaming really. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Yeah, I did hear all about the Novak Djokovic fiasco. Yep. That was crazy. They were like, "You can play. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't." Yeah, and he was finally deported today due to not being vaccinated. This is a screen pass caught by Snell and caught by, yeah, it was Benny Snell indeed, and he'll get the first down for Pittsburgh. Yep, I watched the 49ers Cowboys game. Cowgirls, as you call them, Vaughn. Yeah, that was wild, man. That was crazy game. The ending was just epic. Yep. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl now that the Pats are out? It's a good question. Roethlisberger nearly threw an interception. That was in the hands of L'Jarius Sneed. He couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 on the way. If I'm being honest with you, Yabo, I'd say the Bengals. Now that my team's out, I'm rooting for the underdog story. I hope Cincinnati, can make a deep run. We shall see. Oh yeah, no, I'm excited too to go to my cousin's wedding, even though I'll have to miss a couple of events, including my school's hockey game, which I'm supposed to be the PA announcer for. But I'll work around it. It is what it is. Saturday's your birthday. All right, Vaughn. There you go, man. Well, happy early birthday to you. Oh, really? February 19th is your cousin's funeral. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your cousin passed away, Jeffrey. That is that's very sad to hear, man. Sorry about that. 3rd down and 5 here for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger completes to Johnson, and he has a first down. He'll get to the 45-yard line, staying inbound, so 2:30 and counting to play in this one. Few Steelers fans who made the trip to Kansas City have signs regarding Ben Roethlisberger's final game of an illustrious career. That pass complete. The catch there by Blake Bell, and that will wind us down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, wow. She was only 63 years old. Yeah, that's still too young, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear about that, man. Final 2 minutes of this one are coming your way after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Yabo over on Twitch asks if I watched the Georgia-Alabama National Championship. Yes, I did. Yeah, I really wanted to commentate that game, but unfortunately, I lost my voice. I don't know what it was, but Monday and Tuesday of last week, and even a little bit on Wednesday, I had like no voice. I could barely talk. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I strained a vocal cord or if I was a little bit sick. I don't know, but I obviously feel a lot better now as that pass is dropped by Smith-Schuster. What a career it has been for Ben Roethlisberger, which will all come to an end in a matter of minutes. .156 to go. 3rd and 3. Handoff and charging forward for the first down is Kalen Ballage. That'll move the chains. Who'd I want to win the Natty? I wanted Georgia. Yeah, I was tired of Alabama, winning it. So, yeah, I wanted Georgia. Yeah, pick 6 at the end. I'm not gonna lie. I fell asleep with a couple minutes left, so I only saw the pick 6 at the end. The next morning, I fell asleep with like 2 minutes left in the game, which I was so mad about. I was so tired. So yeah, but yeah, it was a wild way to end it. That's a negative yardage play. 2nd and 13 now. How does Twitch work? What do you mean, Hugo? What do you mean, how does it work? Like, as Roethlisberger will complete short to Zach Gentry, his first catch. He takes it to the 38-yard line, and now with 41 seconds left, it looks like Pittsburgh will use their second timeout. Well, all the emotions, I'm sure, will take over for Ben Roethlisberger. And as this game winds down, 41 seconds left. You've never been on it? Yeah, Twitch is just, I honestly don't know much about it myself. I just know that it's a place where a lot of people stream, just like YouTube, to be honest with you. So I use a website called StreamYard, which I have to pay for, as this pass is caught in. That's a hard hit on Ray McLeod. He got lit up by Thornhill. First down, Pittsburgh, 30 seconds left. But yeah, it's a place where you can stream. And I use a website called StreamYard where I can stream to multiple destinations. I can stream up to 3. I don't have the premium package for StreamYard, but with the basic plan, you can stream up to 3 destinations, excuse me. So I usually stream to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch just to, be on more platforms and not just one. But YouTube's definitely my biggest following by a long shot. But I still get a decent audience now and again on Twitch. So, yeah. 11 seconds left now. First down completion is Roethlisberger connected there with, I'm not sure who. Oh, it was Benny Snell. Benny Snell, yep. What about Sportscaster? Well, yeah, that's why I moved on to, I didn't use StreamYard when I used Sportscaster. I was only on Sportscaster when I did streams on there, Vaughn. But that's when I decided to move on to YouTube, and then I found out that I could use StreamYard to stream to more than one destination. So I expanded beyond just YouTube. That pass is caught. First down, Pittsburgh, but it's all over. Time runs out. The clock hits triple zeros, and Ben Roethlisberger's career has come to an end, folks. The final score tonight, the Pittsburgh Steelers 21, the Kansas City Chiefs 42. There was never a doubt after that second quarter where the Chiefs finally started clicking on offense. An impressive performance from the Chiefs. They move on to the AFC divisional round where Buffalo awaits. Meanwhile, it'll be Cincinnati taking on Tennessee. Those matchups are confirmed in the AFC divisional round. I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese saying so long, and I do plan to be back tomorrow night for at least the first half of Arizona against the LA Rams. Hope to see you then. The Chiefs defeat the Steelers in the wild card round.